I know.
We've been talking for a while.
Right.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Awesome. You can make it.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
So we have a Real Workrooms Tour. We haven't had one since before COVID.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, very happy to be
Yeah,
here.
you have a real workroom.
It's a
This
real
is our
workroom.
showroom,
Yeah?
and our designers utilize it. We have rugs, fabric trims, rods.
Rugs too. Oh my
Everything.
goodness.
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look for myself.
Oh, of course.
So, you're mostly to the trade?
We're probably 80% to the trade.
Yeah.
You know, we do retail also, not as much. I'm doing this 40 years.
Yeah.
So I have good rapport with designers and keep getting new ones.
Yeah.
It's great. And Callye came on 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been 2
She's
years.
my
Callye's
baby.
your
I have
daughter.
3.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's my baby, and she liked to sew, so
Yeah.
So
Do
you
minimal.
grew up in the workroom.
Yeah. I know. I sewed more when I was younger.
yeah,
honestly.
she hasn't. She's been running the ordering, the
Yeah.
checking in everything,
Financial
helping all the
side.
designers with the estimates,
Yeah.
and doing all that, which has kept her quite busy.
Yeah.
But
But when designers come in here, I like to help them,
Yes.
like collaborate with them, so it's nice.
And then when designers come here, do they sign books out?
Yes.
They can order the memos from you. You have the
It'd
accounts.
be like those.
yes,
Yeah.
and Callye will take the memos and go back, see if there's stock before they go to their customer, because or tell them it's 2 week back order, 10 days, whatever. She'll call and see. And I'll put the price of it,
Mm-hmm.
and that way they know, okay, better not show this one because it's back ordered for 6 weeks or whatever. So that's
Yeah.
kind of helping them not have to do that themselves.
Do you quote the job completely?
Yes.
Like you're essentially full service
Right.
for the
Right.
interior design.
I've always wanted to. That way, I know the repeats, I know the drop, I know,
Yeah.
and now, I'm not saying they don't, but I just would rather make sure I have enough fabric. Everybody does things differently.
Yeah.
Adds on differently for their panels, their Romans, so
Yeah.
we
And
do quote everything.
I go out and measure.
Oh,
But there are
great.
some, like, we have a few designers that
Yeah,
will
that measure themselves.
But mostly, and even if they do, then they want a final measurement, which we like to
Yeah,
get
a
anyways.
check measure anyway, right? So
Right.
you're not back and forth.
Right.
It's just a good.
And then I know, like, okay, we're gonna add this much on, we're gonna do this, and we discuss it together, so it's good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Can we see the work?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So this is my work table, which I just bought this from you.
Just got the
And
cover.
actually, my husband and I did it. Well, we started to do it last week, but we lost electricity on Monday and it
Oh,
didn't come back on
yeah.
until Thursday
It's a
night.
big storm.
So yes, I love it.
And I
What a
noticed
difference.
you did a staple
Yep.
down from the top, so
I
it
figured
will.
too, the one your video.
Yeah,
I think what was her table was 8 foot or 10 foot.
yeah, it was
And
not as long.
Yeah, mine's 12. So I thought definitely do
Yeah.
this in
Because
mine.
otherwise you'll get the smiles, or if you're always using iron here.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it. What a difference! I can't believe.
What is this project going on?
So this is one of our designers. I'll give her a shout out, Kat Robbins.
Oh, wow.
She's got incredible jobs, and we did the whole house, and this is the end of it. I just have to mount it. It's going high, and it's a bay. So there's 2 small ones and this large one, and they're just valances, and then there was panels to go underneath it
Great.
that were already done. So.
Nice pattern match. And you've got, so you're mounting on a
Mhm,
1 by 2.
Mhm.
Do you do anything with returns, or
I'll
is it?
put the flaps.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Oh, it's beautiful. And how do you apply your?
I did
Band-Aid.
that with Dufix.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it shrinks it so too much I can't, but I try to as much as possible because the stitching, I hate stitching.
Yeah.
Trim.
Well, this one did well, huh?
Yes.
It didn't.
No,
Didn't
not
pull
at
up.
all. And I usually do it before I do my side hems so that if it does shrink, I can have a little bit of play with it.
Yeah, we're a big Dufix fan too.
I
And
love
you've
it.
got your Dufix.
I have 3,
Ah.
one in the back. So this is where all the top treatments get done.
Yeah.
That table and this table with pillows, the bedding, the panels all get done back there. And all the cutting. I have a cutting table and then.
Yeah.
So Connie's back there working today.
Yes,
We also have Lisa and Angela, but this is their day off.
Uh-huh.
They're part-time, Connie's full-time.
Got it.
Which is nice to have.
Which is nice to have. It's hard to find people.
How long have you been in this building?
21 years.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, probably
Yes.
21 like
We
this
have
month.
fantastic landlords. They're wonderful. So I've been really lucky because I was out of the house for 19 years, a lot of years.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband's like, I don't, because I had bolts of fabric everywhere and rods. And so I actually was in a little small place next door
In this same complex.
in the same complex. We just had one table. And then Robin came to work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then we became partners, and we were partners for 20 years. And she just retired in November. And then the carpet guy left here, so we moved in here. And then we bought out Ed Bennett's business. He was in Aston. I don't know if you ever remember him. He was retiring. And we got that whole back room back there too,
Wow.
and all his equipment and everything. And then he came to work with us for about 3 years.
So that was
So
a
he
workroom
retired.
business?
Mhm.
Oh,
He
wow.
did a really big business, but he wanted to retire, and so it worked out because we got a lot of his equipment, some of his big tables. My dad made these 2 tables for me. So each designer had a cubby,
Oh,
but
interesting.
then the cubbies were running out. And
Okay.
then I was lugging it back there to cut. That's where I cut all the panels in the back.
Mhm.
So now we put it under the big table in the back.
And these are what we're making pillows and cushions out of.
The incoming jobs.
Yes, so they're right here.
And these are all panels done, ready to
Going out.
install.
Yes.
And you fabricated them all in your in your workroom. Do you do like you said measure? Do you do the install?
She has her own installer.
Okay.
Some, we have installers, so some designers we set that up and do all that. And then we have designers that also have their own installers. Jobs are all down here for the panels. And then the work orders are in here. And this is how, we have tags that we put on all of them. This is a 2-pair stationary, 2 widths each.
Did you develop these forms?
Yes. And we've,
Use them for 20 years.
well, we started, but we've added, and I think we're all put pinning down, yes or no? Have you ever seen this before?
I must have
Yeah.
when I was here before, but
Right.
let's
So
do it.
they pin the drape after it's pinch pleated and everything. They pin it on here.
Oh,
They mark
it goes right.
right through these pins. And then this is the length.
Okay.
You put it at the length and then you mark it with a black light pen.
Okay.
You add 1/8 of an inch just for
Oh,
take
so then you'll roll that marking to the back side.
Yes.
Yes.
Because well, it's the hemline.
Okay.
So you
Yep.
fold it up and then you crank this all the way back up to the top, and then that's how you get your accurate length.
And we can see them
And it's very accurate. We love it. Like we're trying to get 2 guys. They say they can fix it. So it would be nice if these wire. It just needs a good tune-up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
That'd be
been
cool if it
great.
was
So
motorized.
we've had this for about 20 years. So the light goes out.
And these are the marks that are made to the finished length. Can you see that? It glows in the dark. This glows.
What's that other marking? Oh, that's for the lining.
That's the lining.
I see.
And we mark it there, and then we double 4-inch hem, bottom hems. And this is a double 2.5-inch hem.
So should they put it on the table, and from that black light line, this crayon, they mark 8 inches, and then they cut that off, and then they fold it up.
That's great. And so the reason why this is showing an inch up is because your lining is an inch up on the bottom.
Exactly.
Great. And
Inch
here,
and a half.
inch and a half.
It would be like this.
Yes. Very nice. Beautiful. I don't know if we've had another workroom show the pen before. And you've been using that for a long time, huh? That's been your technique.
Yes.
Yes.
And I
Great.
really I should knock on wood. We haven't had any issues with lengths being wrong, or unless they were measured wrong.
Right.
It's really accurate.
Because you have the vertical, it's hanging.
Right, it's
And-
hanging there,
and
and
then
then
the
you
pen
mark
marking.
it right on the line, so then when you fold it up, it's right on the highlighted line.
So this is, it's not a sample. We actually made this a while ago for one of our designers, and the clients loved it so much, but they moved. So we actually have to cut this. We have to cut it and make 2 out of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we just put it up there. We thought it would look nice.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
use this for tacking and sewing on our rings. We just put it on this was when I had my son 34 years ago. My parents bought this for me because Karen and I, she loved the upholstery. I liked the window treatments. He was sick. I had to be home. So this was my first commercial machine that I used for everything. And now we just use it for tacking the pleats and then sewing rings on.
Yes.
Just have it on the bar tacker.
And so this
That's a nicer.
foot
Mm-hmm.
is more like an embroidery reel, right?
Right.
It's-
It just presses down, but it can do the zigzag for the tacking bar. And then that one we use still too. This gives it a nicer stitch. And so then we have our walking foot, and then we have 2 blind stitch. One we use for regular fabric and heavy fabric, and one just for shears.
That's smart because the tension is always a problem, right?
Right, and
So-
you gave me Andre's name,
Oh,
Really?
and he
how you
still
guys-
helps us out.
we were in a panic because we couldn't reach him for.
He was
like
in
8
Italy.
You got it.
Yep.
You got it.
And I actually called him the day he got back because I was in a panic because my serger broke, and he came the next day. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
There's not a lot sewing repair people out there that some young kids could get involved with.
Felix has been doing some training.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really people, because who wants to lug their machines somewhere? They want somebody to come and fix them on site. So really, keep it up because you could be busy. I could keep you really busy.
This one is really beautiful too with the edge detail. Now, how do you keep it from, the common issue of it kind of sucking up that leading edge?
So we don't mark it until I put the band on.
There you go.
And
Nice.
sometimes it's fine, and other times it might shrink up 1.5 inches, and I will release it and try to get it. But it's just the nicest way for me to put it on because the stitching can pucker, and so that's what we try to do at first. There has been occasions where I have to.
And
top
it's an
stitch it.
afterthought. You have to do it. Yeah, this is beautiful. Nice. Really nice. What's like on the horizon of the next thing you want to learn to fabricate?
I would like to help out with top treatments and
Like
get
this one?
yeah, and like get familiar with the staple gun more, because it's fun.
You'll love that. I
But
remember at
she's
Crab
the staple
Apple.
queen.
Oh yes, staple queen. At Crab Apple, I was working really late, crazy hours like we do, and it just felt like a fishbowl because there were windows on the front of the building, and I was not feeling very safe. But if I had the staple gun in my hand, I felt so powerful and so safe, and would have visions of, well, if anyone ever came here to attack me, I could throw them on the table and I'd staple
Yeah.
their shirt down to the.
I know.
I do on the table.
We used to work like 10 at night here, and it kind of got creepy. And it's funny you say that, but one night I was working at 2 in the morning. It was way back. I was at home and stapled my thumb to the cornice,
Oh.
and I had to. Yeah, thank God it was only a cornice this big, and I'm like
Did you have to
hollering
take-
up the steps to my husband because I couldn't get the stapler. So what we do?
Just normal
So you
things.
shouldn't work late at night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the first
Maybe
mistake.
that's the lesson.
But yes, growing up, I heard the staple gun a lot too, so it's like embedded in my mind, and now I hear it here all the time. So I'm like, I just should start
I
using
said
it.
they're all 3 great sleepers because that air compressor went off all the time, and it was I worked in a bedroom on the first floor, and they were upstairs, so they could hear. They
Yeah.
slept right through it.
And I washer and dryer. I do feel comfortable when I'm in here like alone. Like I mean, with the staple gun, like you're saying that. But like I feel like, oh, this could be mine one day. Like it's I did grow up here.
It is wonderful to see you again, and also just kind of see the transformation and the young life
Yes.
and the energy.
It is. It's nice to have the energy. And